Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Mizzle. You watching my channel Mizzle 14, and I'm here doing the review of Married to Medicine, y'all, season 7, episode 6. Before I get started, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Hit that red subscribe button so you get notified for all my videos. It will be new videos coming to my channel soon, so stay tuned. And let's get rocking with it, y'all. All right, so this is Married to Medicine. Alright, so you know this is Jackie's trip. This episode, they're going to Savannah, Georgia. See, they ain't going too far this time. So it will be a 4 or 5 hour ride to Atlanta to Savannah. Alright, so before we go to that, Dr. Damon went to talk to Heavenly. Took a fun Heavenly about this thing. He basically wanted to know why you didn't tell me about this party. I'm hearing that you got picked up by the guy. I'm hearing that the guys touching you. You were doing the paint and sipping. You seen a man. He wasn't too flipping out about the man being naked on that paint and sip class. I don't think he freaked out about that. He just freaked out that the guy touched Heavenly and she picked him up. And the fact that she didn't get to tell him or didn't tell him anything, because he said if he would have did the thing and he didn't tell her, Heavenly would have a problem and have a fit, and Heavenly would have a fit. So he wants the same respect, because he said, while all the things we talk about, because Heavenly is open, out of all the things we talk about, why you did not tell me this? She said, well, I didn't get to tell you, because when you come home, when you have sex, you go to bed, you go to sleep, and I didn't get to tell you that. I said, girl, you tell your husband everything, so why you didn't tell him this? Now, I believe, like, since it was a freaking paint and sip class, it was Toya's birthday party, it was something different, your husbands don't need to know. It's like, you don't need to tell them anything. It's like I said, we had a good time. It is what it is. If you want to say something, say we had naked models, and we paint the naked models. That's all. It shouldn't be no pictures done. It shouldn't be no videos. Now, if I were Toya, I would say, listen, we have a paint and sip class. It's going to be something nice and spicy. So no pictures, no videos, nothing. Keep it within our circle. Keep it within this. That's it. Keep it memorable. All right? You don't need to tell your husband stuff, because your husbands will tell the other husbands, and now it got back to a Heavenly husband, and now Heavenly husband is upset. So he said, I don't want nobody touching my wife. He said, I ain't want him touching me either, because when I saw that little boy here, my son age, I said, listen, I had a son your age, boy, so you better get him back away from me. I said, Heavenly, you did not say back away, boy. You did not say move away and get out my way. What you did, you was very into that freaking party. You was enjoying it. You liked when the guy picked you up because you were very hot and bothered. And you did not tell that boy to move away. You told the boy to keep coming closer because you wanted to see what's going on. So, yes, you love your husband. Yes, y'all all love your husband. Y'all not going to cheat on your husband. So I didn't see any big deal about the paint and sip class. If the men could go to strip clubs and they be married and all that stuff like that, and the woman got accepted or whatever, even though they may not accept it, but whatever, men go be men, and they get lap dances and stuff like that, what makes them any different from a woman who just painting? It's like, it's no big deal to me, in my opinion. And I'm very secure. I mean, if he did, I probably would feel like, okay, you got naked men, or you painting them, you touching them. I want to know if you touched them. If you didn't touch them, I said, okay, good. We don't have to worry about all that. Right, so that was that. So all the ladies met up at Jackie's house, and you know Jackie don't cook, so she bought the food, got them eating and everything before they took the bus ride. It was nice. Took the bus ride and they sat there for 4 or 5 hours sitting there, talk about things. Now they did talk about Toya celebrating the house and being happy for her house. Now, mind you, Heavenly said she told Dr. Damon that she felt that party was very tacky, it was very distasteful, and it was not right. But Dr. Damon said, well, none of y'all got up and left. I said, why did they get up and left? It's a party. It was a birthday party. Why they want to get up and left? Will y'all get up and left with a strip club? Will y'all get up and left when y'all had that freaking drinks being served by the freaking woman? Will know that your husband wife might not like it? Did y'all get up and leave? No. So why is it double standard where y'all could do things? Well, maybe your wives might have a feel the type of way about it, but the wives do something and y'all having a whole heart attack. No. So I don't think they shouldn't have got up and left, because it was very poorful and very disrespectful to Toya to pull up all this and you just give a leave. No, I would not leave either. I would say, well, it's not like we did anything with the guys. Shit. They were walking around, so what? They're walking around. Alright, so that was that. So they got on the bus. And it seemed like Heavenly has her stick on for Toya because she wanted to approach Toya about that. But they was in the bus and they said, congratulations to Toya to get in the house. So everybody would say, oh, I should say, oh, so Heavenly makes some slick kind of comment and say, well, you got the house like it's an accomplishment. And I said, it is an accomplishment. I mean, to me, if I don't have money like that and I can be able to afford a house and get a house and build my own house from ground up, that's a great accomplishment. She said, well, I have there's no accomplishment, all that. You got one. She said, Toya said, I have one already owned, so there's another one, so thank you. And she said, well, so they went back and forth, back to the whole. I said, you just want to be salty at Toya because you got caught out by your husband. So they was like asking Mariah, why did you show Aiden the freaking picture? And I was right, because Mariah did send the picture. She did take a picture. And I don't know if she said it to Aiden directly, or she posted it, and then the husband got a wind of it. And because Aiden is Mariah's husband, he probably found it first, and then he told the other guys. So it was like, yeah, I would say, why did you take a picture? And like I said, if I were Toya, I would have told him not to freaking picture or take any videos of this damn night. Enjoy it. And y'all had a good time. Don't act like y'all didn't have a good time. Alright, so they was on the bus, and they was doing that. Toya Heavily had a little spill, all that stuff. But they arrived to the 1890 house. I call it 1890 house. I don't remember the name, but I remember the year 1890. And they was in there. They had 4 bedrooms and 8 girls. So 2 girls have to share a room, each room. So Contessa was with Jackie. Mariah's with Toya. Qual was Heavenly, and Buffy was Simone. That was Simon's. And they were supposed to have dinner and meet at dinner wearing all white. Because Jackie's mission of this trip was a revival. Revival of their friendship. Revival of a cleansingness of doing the start over. It's a reset to make sure we in the back of the same page again. It's just like the tent meeting that she mentions. Like a reference of how in the South they get together and have a spiritual and prayer service under the tent. And they just... spiritual journey, and that's how it is. It's like a spiritual journey to cleanse yourself, to revive yourself in it. So that's all white is reminiscent of cleanliness and clear and purity. So like that. So they were trying to have Jackie trying to have that. Every time Jackie have a party, she wanted a little theme, stuff like that. So they sit down, they had good food. They said that food looked good, like the eggs, deviled eggs, and that freaking collard greens, the mac and cheese and shit. I was like, ooh, y'all got in there. Why y'all inviting me? So I don't know what to eat. So they got there, they sat down and had the arrangements. And while they were doing that, Jackie gave them scrolls to write the girl code. Because the point of this episode, and I think the title of the episode was Girl Code, something like that. To write girl codes that they all need to abide by, and she would compile the list and give each girl a copy so they all abide by it, right? So here go the code. No, so Mariah was feel like before they even start the thing, Mariah said, why are we doing this? Because every time we have this, it's the same thing over and over, and it keep going back to the same thing. And it's like smoke and mirrors. And in some way, shape, or form, I do feel for Mariah. Because if we keep doing this over and over, and it's not changing, yes, we get the we get remedy for a temporary fix. And then at that temporary fix spell out, it happened again. And then we get fixed again. And then it happened again. And get fixed again. And if I was a group of friends, I've been sick and tired of this back and forth. Either we stay good friends, or we just got a little off to be associates and call it a day. Because I can't keep going these trips, making up, going this thing, this brother, arguing, back and forth, making up, arguing, back and forth, this is this and that. Saying y'all agreed to this, saying y'all move forward when y'all know you didn't move forward, y'all still holding a grudge. It's like, what is going on? Like, are we being genuine here? So I understand Mariah. It's like basically pointless to keep doing this if we gonna keep going back to it. And basically she proved her point, because later we'll go to it. So Quad said no, it's a reset. It's set. That's what we're doing. It's to reset ourselves so we can get back to where it was. I said, okay, yeah, y'all keep resetting. Keep resetting the freaking game, like keep messing up, and then y'all not go. Eventually, y'all will get tired of that game messing up, and y'all will stop playing it. So stop playing this little friendship. If y'all go get y'all keep wanting to do this, like stop it, stop it. Y'all friendship can be played with. It's either be genuine or not, and just keep it cordial, keep it moving, right? So. So they talk about before they did that. They talk about a little bit thing before they did the scrolls about Scott texting Contessa saying that he's in a weekend something, he's going away or something like that, and then they talk back and forth a little bit, and they let Contessa know, and Jackie also let Contessa know like eventually it got to be a common agreement instead of looking at the problems. Agreement instead of looking at the problems, look for solutions. And if you keep doing what you're going back, we keep doing with your Scott, then you're gonna be resentful. And exactly how it was. It was resentful, and then you gonna create more problems, so create more solutions. And she said it's right because Contessa was going back and she was about to be hard because she said no, to let me do me. It's like it had to be a compromise as a talk. Like you sound like one person could do what they want to do, but the other person can't, and it could be a problem if the other person do something. So you do this, you can't do that, but if I want to do that, I can't do that. So it's like a back and forth thing. So freaking just freaking help each other out and be in common ground, right? So so then they did the scrolls. So the girl codes. They said number one, I want a ride or die chick. Basically a ride or die friendship. Don't tell me to divorce my husband. But if I need to go somewhere and I need to leave, I want you to be there like, here, I pull it up, girl. I pull it up. I got your bags. I got your luggage. What do you want me to do? When we do this, that's a ride or die. It's like that. You be there for your friend, whatever, through thick or thin. Basically, that's what she means. So they agree that. And it's number two, they went, don't tell lies. And they went further into details about this. Being honest. Fact checking. Don't assume. Don't believe the assumption. It's like that. You need to do your research before you agree and before you spread any lies, and have facts, have evidence, stuff like that. So basically, do not tell lies without you backing your stuff up. If you don't have proof, then all you saying is basically opinions and rumors, and that's opinions needs to be opinions. It's not a fact. It needs to be proven to be then in return is a fact. So that was that. And they went into a little rant about that. So I thought that was all that different things. It was like 2, 3, 4, 5, but that was all number 2. Number 3 was respect your friend's privacy. And basically it's like, if I need space and I need you to not to be evasive in my personal business, give me that respect for doing that. Don't keep probing and probing. It's like, listen. And they made an example. If I wanted to get something from you, say, oh, what's going on with your marriage? Instead of saying, I know you're going through some things, just like that. I'm here for you if you need to talk about everything going on. I feel since that you had not been yourself. So like that. That's a different approach. Then that person in the latter will be more accepted to open up to you than you saying, oh, what's going on in your marriage? Like you being judgmental with that first statement. So it's like an attack. So they would close down. So respect your friend's privacy and learn how to say things differently. 4th was accept me as I am. And then that was Buffy thing. I mean, each person said their own thing, but I forgot who said what. No. Quad just said respect your friend's privacy. I think who said that don't tell lies and everything. I think that was Mariah. I think that was Mariah's thing. Mariah thing said don't tell lies and all that stuff. And Jackie said ride or die chick. So Jackie said number 1. Mariah did number 2. Number 3 was Quad. And number 4 was Buffy. And respect me as I am. And basically going on, she said it's very tough being successful because people will be resentful of you this and asking for money and so like that. It's very hard being success. So Toya said, well, I understand why you don't have no friends, because how you basically say your friends is at the bottom, you at the top. It basically sounds like that's what you're saying. It's like, oh, I have all this money, I have all this success. My friends don't understand me, don't accept me, so they trip out or they ask for money and this is that because you have a better position than them and they resent you and they feel like you owe them or something like that. I was like, oh, whatever. I mean, if you need friends to give you asking for handouts, they may not be good friends with you in the first place. But hey, that is what it is. And then number 5 was family is off limits. I forgot who mentioned that one, but um, they said Jackie read it, but I don't know who wrote that card. But she said family is off limits, and it is true. Maybe Simone's probably said that. I think Simone said that. That family should not be involved. Don't bring husbands into it. Don't bring any kids into it. If we arguing between each other, let us go between each other. Don't bring in husbands. Don't bring no kids. Don't bring any mamas. There be no grandparents, no grandpappies, no cats, no dogs, no birds, no nothing like that. Let's bring it just between y'all two. And that was that. Family on feelings. So if you talk about it, like leave it alone. And it's funny how each one of the codes, Bob will play clips of stuff like they have done that broken that code and show you examples of what they want that's not exact what they want that didn't happen in the past that disprove what they were saying. So it's like Bob was showing clips of stuff that they have done that was breaking that code and now do something different than what they have been doing. So I was like, okay. And Quad add one little thing, personal accountability. You gotta be responsible for your action. You gotta be responsible to know that you said what you gotta say, you did what you did, and everything, and move on from that. If you don't have personal accountability, ain't no work on this friendship out. So that was that. So they all agree about this codes. So Jackie said she gonna compile them together, those 5 codes with the personal accountability. So I would say 6, and put it together and give it to everybody. So they all, Jackie did one more thing. It had to burn a candle and pass it each down to all that stuff, and they all had to light it up. And it was just a circle and be unbreakable. And they blew it out for the finish of the revival passage. Basically, it was a process. And then they all got up and leave because they said that they all got to leave on the bus. Mariah still felt something way about that. She was sitting there. She felt like she was kind of bothered a little bit, and she was not happy. You could tell by her face that she was not happy at all. I said, oh, this is not going to go well. So Mariah got up. So Quad and Toya sat down. Quad and Toya stayed at the table. And Toya was acting like saying that, do you believe what you say was true? And did you really believe that she did drugs? And Quad said, I know what I saw. When I walked in, I saw what I saw. So I'm not going to have any reason to make this up, and I don't have no reason to lie. So Toy mentioned that her and Mariah went to the drug center and it test Mariah hair. Because you could clean yourself, but the hair follicles could tell you the history of medication you may take, drugs you may take in. It comes in your hair follicles, and you could test your stuff. So that's a part of DNA. So basically, I think Toy mentioned that they took the test, and there was no evidence of any drugs in the past 5 or 10 years. And don't know when this accusation that Qual brought up of the rumor of this drugs, was it within the 10 years of the happening? How long that Qual and Mariah knew each other, and when is this particular situation that brought up that Qual was referring to? So Toy asked her, what can you say about the results that say that she haven't had any drugs in her system for 10 years? So Quad said it's inconclusive, because I know I seen it and I know what I did. She said, well, it got to come to the point where y'all could be cautious. She said, we all cautious, but Toya said, that's not it. That's not it. She said, this is the best we could do for now. I said, you can't do much. Quad and Mariah, they are oil water. They could be getting along. It's like they don't mix. But at sometimes, some relationships form, they good for a little bit, and they're not good for a while. So they're good for a little bit, and they're not good. So it's like a back and forth thing between these two. Now, they went in the bus to go back to the house. And this is how everything just started blowing up from there. They sat down in the bus. And it was all good. They was all good and talking. And Mariah said, I got to ask people a question. They said, what's going on? She was like, I don't like how the group believe a lie and then know it's a lie and wear with it and not check the person from saying that lie, which is referring to, like I said, the drug that Quad mentioned, the drug uses, and calling her cocaine and all that stuff like that, snorting cocaine and stuff like that. Mariah said that is so detrimental to her. She never did this, and the fact that y'all know it's not the truth, it's not true, but y'all went along with that. So Quad will say, don't try and play the victim. You did stuff for everybody, and you did this other thing, and you try to make it seem like, I'm so got hurt on, and then nobody can do this or this, that for me. And Mariah said, I never said that. I never said I was innocent. I never said I was perfect. I never said all that. I just didn't like that fact that people believe the lie. So basically, she grouping the ladies who's around the circle and realized that they should know Mariah enough to know that she would not do drugs. And the fact that they didn't say anything to defend her and be rallying on her side, she's bothered by that. So she basically looping the girls together. Now, mine is Buffy. Buffy just got there. But all the rest of the girls should know. Contessa probably get in the group late in the group. But basically, she saying that all the girls should know. So including everyone in that bus. Now, Heavenly has a problem with that. Because she was like, hold up, what are you talking about? Because right now you lying yourself. Because at the end of the day, what do you mean we shouldn't be checking? Because Heavenly said she believed it. But Heavenly said she believed Quad when she said Mariah did drugs. She believed it. She said, how you believe it? Of course you believe Heavenly. How you believe Heavenly? Tell me why you believe Heavenly. Because she said, I know you do all that stuff like that. I don't care all that stuff. Because you be lying. You have a right to lie. And you be talking about me and all that stuff. She said, well, I would never say anything about your husband. She said, yes, you did something about my husband. She said, I would never say anything because I never see Damien did it myself. Alright, so if you never see Damien did it, but Heavenly said, why did you say you got receipts? Which is true. If you never see him did any cheating, if you never did anything, what receipts you had? So yes, I understand what Heavenly getting on that. But I was like, so Heavenly said she brought me into it. And Mariah said, I did not bring you into it. I did not say Heavenly what you think. I mean, yes, granted, semantics, yes, she never said Heavenly. But when she mentioned that the group should know that she did not do drugs and they did not defend her or call Quad out on it, that included Heavily in that group because that's the group circle. It's like you saying you have 4 people in the group and you said something and said, well, I'm not feeling have my friends in this room, in this particular room. You're not saying any name specifically, but if a friend does come after you and say, what you mean like that? She said, well, I never say you specifically, but you talk about your friends in this room. So you actually all talking about all of us. So, yes, you don't want to play that. You playing that semantic cards, but you basically was referring to all the group, and Heavenly is part of that group. So she said she felt differently by the group because now I got a different opinion because nobody is defending me. Now, the thing is about this is that you and Quad and you had a history together. I don't know how long the other girls knew Mariah, but how would they know if you did or not? They probably know about this now, but whatever time frame that Quad was talking about, they cannot prove whether she did it or you did it or not. They cannot prove that Quad is lying or not. Whatever, all that stuff. But I would not wholeheartedly agree or 100% because I never seen it. But I'm not going to sit here and try to talk about, like, I got to defend you because I don't know what to defend because I was not there to defend. So, it is what it is. So, Mariah Contessa got upset because she said, what's going on? You colluding me and I don't even know what's going on. What was there? What is the deal is? I don't even know the issue. So, she got off the bus. Then all the ladies started getting up. And then Heavenly and Toy got at it. And they was going back and forth to the point that Toy said, going on the dragon. Heavenly said, your mama, this or that. And Toy didn't have no problem. She said, oh yeah, my mama is. My mama ghetto. She will drag you out the bus. And it was crazy. So they got out. They got in the house. First, Jack and they had the keys to the house. So then they got the key. Went inside. They all went to their separate rooms. Mariah started calling her husband Aiden, crying and upset. And Aiden said, why you brought it up? Because Mariah did bring it up. He said, why you bringing it up? Why you did this? All that stuff. And it was crying. Toy got her, calmed her down, hugged her, make her calm down, took a walk. She talked about it. She was like, I know I'm not perfect. I'm not innocent. But I believe that this lady should have my back. Now, Jackie brought a good thing. She said she expected us to defend her, like rally up her like as a friend. But right now, it's basically we revival as a team, as a group, as a clique. Basically, is one side is reviving together and cool, another side reviving together is cool, and then it's like nobody is not camaraderie between everyone. So it's not like no, it's nothing gonna get done when y'all all have your personal alliances. So I was like, oh, that is true. So Toy went to pray for Mariah, and that's how the episode ended. So we'll see more next week. But tell me how y'all feel about this episode. I don't know about going on. I mean, yes, you bring the Mariah so bothered by this. I don't know, but I do agree. How can we defend you if we're not there to even know if it's true or not? To say anything. So how you expect me to say anything when we don't know if it's true? I can't say anything if I can't prove it. Just like I said. So Jackie said all this stuff just went out the window. All that code we talk about was not the one we're supposed to be doing right now. So please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Tell me how y'all feel about this episode, and I'll talk to y'all later. Alright? Peace.